There are mornings when you don't feel broken and just empty, not in a dramatic way, not in a way others can see, but in a way only you can feel, like a silence inside your chest that's grown too familiar. You sip your coffee, you move through the day, but something in you no longer moves with the same depth. Energy doesn't rise like it used to, desire doesn't stir the same way, and what used to be instinct in a morning erection, a flush of warmth, a sense of aliveness, feels distant now, almost dried out. It's easy to blame age or think maybe this is just how it goes. But what if it's not age, but thirst? Not just for water, but for rhythm, for nourishment, for flow. Like a riverbed once full, now forgotten by time and weather. Your body remembers. It waits. This isn't about hydration alone. It's about remembering that you're still a vessel meant to carry something vital. And maybe, just maybe, the first step is not fixing anything, but recognizing that you've been thirsty for more than just water. When the body stops whispering and starts withdrawing. There comes a moment, often unnoticed, when the body stops whispering and begins to withdraw. Not out of anger, not out of punishment, but out of exhaustion. You wake up and things feel quieter, not peaceful, just hollow. Desire doesn't knock like it used to. Energy doesn't rise like it once did. And for a while you call it aging. You assume it's over. But what if it isn't over? What if your body hasn't given up? It's just gone silent from being unheard, like an old garden, still rooted, but dry. Not dead, just waiting. Waiting for water, waiting for presence. This isn't failure. It's a kind of signal, not loud, but sacred. You don't need to fight your body. You only need to return to it, with listening, with care, with time. Sometimes healing begins the moment you stop demanding and start noticing. How water shapes desire, hormones, and morning life. You've been told that water is just about hydration, something to sip when you're thirsty, or when a doctor reminds you to drink more. But at this stage of life, when your energy feels lower, your mornings quieter, your body slower to rise, water takes on a different role. It becomes a message, a signal your body listens to, and when you don't drink enough, or when you drink in rushes mindlessly, your body adapts. It tightens, conserves, withdraws. You may think your drive is fading, but in truth, your body may simply be holding back. Rationing energy, choosing survival over desire, because somewhere along the way, it stopped feeling safe to fully open. You see, water isn't just about quenching thirst. It's the first step in hormonal ignition. Testosterone, circulation, even the rise of morning wood, they don't just flicker on by chance. They depend on flow. Imagine a dam, holding back a river for years.
Not because the river dried up, but because the gate was never lifted. When you drink water slowly, steadily, with intention, especially in the early hours, you begin to open that gate. You tell your body, it's okay now. You're not in a rush. You're listening. And in return, it starts to respond, not instantly, but faithfully, like a river remembering its path home. Not forced, just released. Gently. One sip at a time. The way you drink tells your body what to do. There's a difference between drinking water and receiving it. Most men do it without thinking. A quick gulp between errands, a cold glass after too much salt, or maybe not at all until the day is already tired. But your body has been listening this whole time, quietly, patiently, waiting to know if it's safe to open or if it should keep holding back.
You see, how you drink tells your nervous system whether to conserve or to grow, whether to shut down blood flow to your center or to send life where it's needed most, even down there. A man who drinks fast tells his body, survive. But a man who drinks slowly, at dawn, warm water in hand, tells his body, we're still here. We're still worthy of rhythm, of arousal, of return. The body doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to presence. So tomorrow morning, before the world asks anything of you, sit for a moment, cup the water in your hands, let it remind you, You are not a machine. You are soil, waiting for rain. And sometimes the way back to life is just a sip at a time, morning wood and the language of circulation. There was a time you didn't even think about it. You simply woke, and there it was, the quiet, firm signal that your body was alive, well, and flowing. But somewhere along the line it faded, maybe slowly, maybe all at once. And no one warned you what that silence would feel like. See, it's not about sex. Not really. It's about circulation, about the quiet language your body speaks before your mind is even awake. That early signal, that morning strength, it's how your heart tells you, I'm still here, I haven't stopped flowing. When it vanishes, it can feel like part of your manhood has turned to mist. You don't talk about it, but you notice. And yet, like the first golden line of sunlight through a cold window, it can return. Not with pressure, not with pills, but with care, with warmth, with the kind of hydration, rhythm, and respect that tells your body it's safe to open again. Morning wood is not just biology, it's conversation. And if you listen differently, you may find that the flow didn't leave you, it just needed permission to rise again. Quietly, steadily, like dawn. Sip like a man who still believes in spring. There's a kind of drinking that doesn't come from thirst. It comes from remembering. Not the kind of remembering that fills your mind with stories, but the kind that gently stirs your body awake, like roots sensing rain after a long, dry winter. You lift the glass, not to fix anything, not to chase youth, but to honor the quiet truth. You are still here. The body is not broken, it is waiting. It watches how you treat it. It listens to when you rush and when you slow down. And sometimes something as simple as how you sip can tell it, I still believe in spring. So today, you don't gulp, you don't forget, you receive. Not because you must, but because a man who still believes in his own renewal knows how to meet